Guys, I'm actually quaking in my boots making this video. And not because I don't love you, I do. I cherish every single one of you. But because lately, saying anything that goes against popular opinion feels like stepping into traffic blindfolded. People don't watch my content, don't get my tone, don't know a thing about me. Yet the minute I say one thing that doesn't align with their favorite show, their favorite ship, or their fantasy version of a pairing, they come at me like stray dogs who haven't eaten in weeks. But you know what? I'm still doing this video because if there's one reason you're here, it's for my honest thoughts. And if I ever stopped giving you that, then there'd be no point in this channel. I'd just quietly watch BLs alone in my room, silently screaming into the void. So, yes, I'm shaking, yes, I'm sipping my tea, but here it is anyway. My real thoughts, my unfiltered, unpopular opinions. Don't say I didn't warn you. Bomb you armpit hair. First of all, iconic name, and I think I know who you are. But yes, you hit the nail on the head. Change 2561 is pushing Pooh Pavel like they're the second coming of BL royalty. And I'm sorry, but why? Visually, chemistry wise, acting wise, they are the weakest ship in that company. Meanwhile, Garfield, Benz, Ping Nut are absolutely killing it in every department and still getting sidelined. Let's talk about Love No Long Beans. They had two BL couples in that show, and instead of giving us enough episodes to flesh them both out, they rushed everything. And now we are hearing Nut is frustrated with how I Am the Most Beautiful count is being promoted. I don't blame him. The favoritism is blinding. Pooh Pavel stay front and center while more talented, more engaging pairs keep getting shoved to the background. My Stubborn is a complete waste of time. The plot is non-existent. GMM TV gets so much hate. If they attempted this series, we would rage, but everyone is blind if it's not from them. Girl, I get your sentiments, but I actually wish GMM TV had the guts to make something as unapologetically bold and dirty as My Stubborn. Say what you want about the lack of plot, but Boat and Oat brought a kind of raw physical magnetism that most pairings can't even fake. Every scene between them felt charged, like the kind of connection that doesn't wait for logic or story, it just erupts. You might not care for it, and that's fair, but for me, it delivered exactly what it promised. Heat, chaos, and the kind of unfiltered intensity I love in my BLs. Billy Babe needs to stop the fan service. It's over the top and honestly exhausting. Girl, I've been screaming this since last year, but nobody wanted to hear it. They are doing way too much and they don't even need to. Both Billy and Babe are solid actors with natural chemistry. Audiences will tune in for their work without the cringy fake couple cosplay they are keep shoving in our faces. And yes, I'm placing a good chunk of the blame on Saint. His company is built on fan service. He did the exact same thing with Billy Sang, and look how that ended. The second people found out Sang was dating Freen, the whole delusion came crashing down and fans felt betrayed. What did they expect? And while we're naming names, Moz Bank, get in here. Theirs is some of the fakest, most painfully forced fan service I've ever seen. It's not cute, it's not funny, it's nauseating. Take that energy and go book an acting workshop instead. GMM TV should let go of some stories and actors and give us a dark vampire BL where the vampire sucks blood and does other things at the same time. Girl, I would bet my fucking ass that you're expecting way too much from a company that targets teens who buy couple keychains, giggle over matching tote bags, and write fanfics about the GMM TV mascots dating each other. This is the same company that serves Oishi lemonades during life-altering confessions and sells it like it's high drama. You want bloodlust and moral ambiguity? Wake up, my lovely. You're expecting mutton curry from a vegan household. They're not giving you fangs and filth. They're giving you filtered lighting and branded wristbands. Shows seriously need to invest in special effects makeup because bruises need to stay consistent and they never do. It's lazy, give me dirty clothes, real black and blue bruising. This has been a problem in BL for at least 7 years. And honestly, nothing's improved. Usually, one or two makeup artists do the whole cast's injuries, and all the wounds end up looking exactly the same. And don't even get me started on the tiny toilet paper rolls stuck to actors' heads pretending to be head injuries. It's laughable. Will it ever get better? Probably not. But shout out to Bangkok boys for actually keeping fights real with real blood and bruises that make sense. That's the level everyone should be aiming for. Okay, you've got several hot takes here, so let's tackle them one by one. Tempo slow and boring. Girl, I don't know, but for me it was the complete opposite. It was romantic, heartfelt, and dripping with longing in every scene. This was the first proper idol BL we got, and honestly, they did a great job with it. It wasn't slow, it was deliberate, tender, and exactly what the story needed to be. Afghan have no chemistry and don't even see each other as friends. Look, I can't speak on their personal lives, but as actors, they do have good chemistry. I loved them in Puppy Honey, Theory of Love, and Not Me. After that, the scripts just haven't done them any favors. I'm curious to see what they bring to us in Burnout Syndrome. Kin Porsche is more toxic than Than Type, but people loved it while hating on Than Type. I can only speak for myself, but honestly, I loved both of them. Toxic, problematic, bring it on. The darker, the messier, the better. This take isn't even worth debating for me. Most Korean BLs are forgettable, and you only liked love for love's sake and secret relationships. I kind of agree with that, but the fact you didn't include any of Hwang Da-sol's works in your favorites makes me question all of your takes. Like, what kind of BL fan skips over To My Star, To My Star 2, Blooming, Let Free the Curse of Taekwondo? Please see me in jail immediately. There's nothing wrong with fan service, it's fun and entertaining. I agree, when it's done in moderation. It stops being fun when actors go full on and claim they're dating, getting married, and having babies via surrogates. Boundaries exist for a reason from both fans and actors' sides. Fans need to stop living in a fantasy world with parasocial relationships, and actors should be smart about what they reveal publicly. Joe should have ended up with Sol instead of Ming. Lovely, no. Let's get this straight. Sol is not the greenest flag here. He's the same guy who publicly humiliated Joe when Joe confessed, acted straight up homophobic, and ran off to Korea like Joe was some kind of plague. He only crawled back when he got lonely and realized Joe was the only real friend he had. Hardly unconditional love. Now, Ming might do 1,000 terrible things to Joe, but who are you to say he is not perfect for him? You don't know Joe's character. Even if you give him the greenest flag in all of Greenland, Joe will still pick Ming every single time. Ming is what he wants, what he craves. No matter if Ming murders him for the second time, Joe will still come back and still choose him in all of his lifetimes. Again and again. So honestly, this argument is pointless. Please let Ming and Joe live their messy, passionate lives. Joe is sneezing orgasms every single night, and here you are arguing about who he should have ended up with. You are saying that this one's gonna get me hate, but honestly, Smart Boom doesn't do it for me. You said you liked Smart more than Boom and thought Smart was overly sweet in the drama. First of all, no one's gonna hate you here. I get hated on daily, so this is a safe space for your take. For me, it's actually the opposite. Even though I loved Smart Boom as a ship, I think Boom is the better actor. He's got range and talent that Smart just can't quite match. Now that the ship is over, I'm betting Boom will only get better and show it too. As for the drama, yes, Jin was way too sweet. It wasn't like that in the anime or manga, and that sugar coating made the story lose some of its edge. It got kind of dull. I still loved the drama, don't get me wrong, but honestly, I preferred Junta's darker vibe. I guess I'm just more into brooding characters. The source material for BL is usually poorly written and problematic. Ugh. this again. Honestly, I wish the people who keep saying this would just stop watching BL altogether and go find something else. Because BL clearly isn't for them. BL is not about justice, inspiring stories, or family friendly content. It's a fetish genre, plain and simple. It's a fantasy world where perfect storylines don't exist and frankly shouldn't exist. And for the love of everything that I consider holy, I hope BL never goes mainstream. Because if it does, we'll keep seeing the same complaint on repeat. And the genre will get strangled by people expecting it to be something it was never meant to be. No offense to the actors, but Mandy really needs to level up. I'm screaming this from the rooftops because honestly, what the actual hell? Nobody talks about it, but they are worse than GMM TV in so many ways. Their plots and storylines are cringe overload. Every show starts off okay, but give it a few episodes and it's dragging, boring, and painfully predictable. Then there's the endless lipstick on the actors like they're auditioning for a toothpaste commercial. And that ghastly ghost filter that makes everyone look they're about to faint from anemia. And what's with everyone looking like they haven't eaten in weeks? No protein, no carbs? Why do they look like they'll vanish into thin air at any moment? Please! For the love of everything, make it stop, Mandy channel. Get it together or lose us all for better, less boring BLs. Okay guys, I originally planned to hit you with at least 25 BL opinions, but wow, this video is getting annoyingly long and I'm pretty sure by now most of you are ready to bounce. If you actually stayed till the end, please drop a comment below and I'll send you a heart because that's real dedication. I'll definitely be doing more of these unpopular opinion videos in the future, so stick around if you want more of my unfiltered thoughts. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye. Love you.